What up? What up? Hey, everybody. Welcome to an episode of the DTI Takeover show. For those of you who are just tuning in, y'all know me already. I'm your girl, Miss Kayla, though, for those of you who don't know. And as always, we here to highlight and shine light on some of our dope entrepreneurs out here. This young lady who's with me is no different. I have Miss Kelly Armstrong. She is the owner of Be Whole Financial. Hi, Kelly. How are you?
Great. How are you?
I am well. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
You're welcome. So, Kelly, before we get into Be Whole Financial, let
Mhm.
everyone know just a little bit about yourself outside of your business.
Okay. First of all, thank you for allowing me to join. I appreciate it. This is exciting. I am single. I live in Westerville. I have two amazing parents and a sister, and I have an amazing dog, but he went on to doggy heaven. But
Aw,
anyway, I'm still grieving him, but
aw.
that's another story. I used to work at a corporation but before I say that, I graduated from Ohio University in Athens with a bachelor's degree in mathematics. And then from there, I went on to work at a corporation for 27 years. And I did all kinds of different jobs at that corporation. I don't know if you want me to say the name or not. But I worked there. And then while I was working there, my father would always ask my sister and I, what is plan B if something were to happen? And so then that's pretty much how Behold birthed. I did a lot of marketing there, building programs for pharmacies. I had the blessing, I was able to relocate to Florida and be a liaison between two companies. So just a lot of corporate initiatives that I've done throughout the years.
Okay. So what made you decide Be Whole Financial? Like, why finances?
Okay, I have an entrepreneur spirit, and I've always wanted to do well in some type of an entrepreneur business. And so I've done everything you can think of: Amway, Quick Star, selling Girl Scout cookies. I mean, you name it, I've done it. And so I wanted to really have my own business. And so what happened was, what really got me to kind of push me out the door was, I got myself financially in debt. I got myself over 30K in debt working on another company that I was trying to build. And so, in order for me to get myself out of debt with that, I basically had to study and learn what I teach today to get myself out of debt. And so I practiced it. So when I worked at this other corporation, they wanted to relocate me to Florida. And because I was 30,000 plus dollars in debt, I was so scared to tell them that I don't even know if I'm going to be able to relocate because I have all this debt. And so I sat down with my father. We went through a budget, as which I teach today. And so he was like, if you stick with this budget, you'll do well. But if you don't, then I don't know what to tell you. So I was like, okay. So I went on ahead, relocated to Florida, practiced the budget, made sure I stuck with it. But then I also started teaching myself how finances work, how credit works, and then, slowly chipping away at it. And then I was like, whoa, if I can do this for myself, then maybe I can help others. And so then that's how I kind of started developing this business.
Awesome. That sounds like some great fatherly advice there, Kelly. Um, see, when we hear the word budget, I think everybody kind of goes into like a panic, right?
Yes.
Because budgeting is not easy.
Hmm.
And you don't realize how much you're actually spending until you finally look at the numbers.
Exactly. You're right.
and and so Kelly, in budgeting, I guess, what did you kind of discover about yourself? Did you discover that maybe you were spending too much on one thing, or maybe you were doing frivolous spending? Like, what did you come across?
So what I came across was my budget was a hot mess because I was borrowing from everybody and anyone I could on their credit cards so that I could sustain this business that I was working on. So
Mm.
basically, if you were my friend, I'd ask you if I could borrow some money from you so that I could keep the status of the company that I was in, because I ended up becoming a director in this company and I also won the car. And I would
Mhm.
get all kinds of jewelry and stuff like that. So if you dangle any kind of jewelry in my face, I'm like, okay, what am I going to do to win that? And so
Yeah.
that's kind of my mindset at the time. And so I took out all kinds of loans and credit cards, and that's what got me like,
Ooh.
sinking in
Yeah.
debt. Hmm.
Oh man, Kelly, that's wild. But I'm
It
glad
was
I'm glad you were able to overcome that. I get it. You know why? It seems like college students are targets.
yes, yes, definitely.
Why?
Yeah. So, and it's funny because they had on the news just this question yesterday. They were talking about, or it might have been on the View show where Whoopi was talking about stop putting all this stuff on college campuses. You already know that the students don't have a job. They're trying to get
Mhm.
education, and we're just already teaching them how to get in debt before
Right.
they even graduate. And
Right.
so that's what I teach, as parents and stuff allow me to sow into their graduating students from high school leading into college. I tell them, hey, let's talk about the student loans before you get in that debt. Let's talk
Yeah.
about the credit cards and what you're going to face when you get on that campus, because they're there and
Yeah.
they are ready for you.
That's like some vulture type stuff to me. In
It
my
is.
opinion, like you already like you said, we're struggling as is, trying to figure out a way to live and being in college, you it's your first sense of true independence in a sense. And
Exactly.
so to throw that out there, like that is evil to me. It's
It
evil, but that's
is.
just my personal opinion, Kelly.
And I
Okay.
agree with you.
um so like drop us some gems, educate us a little bit. So you had to educate yourself on financial literacy and
Hmm.
credit.
Yeah.
What do you think would be a common misconception that we have about credit?
Well, first of all, it's not taught. I
Mhm.
don't think that we are educated enough about how credit works, even finances. I just think that we're just not educated on it. And so then when something is presented to us, like signing up for a credit card, we don't really understand how to use them. We don't understand what the APR is. We don't understand what the percentages are. We don't understand how to pay, when to pay, how much to pay. And then even with credit, we don't even understand the categories of credit, how to calculate what's the most important to focus on. And I mean, it just goes on and on and on. And it's like a vicious cycle, because if you're not working your finances and sticking to that budget and paying your bills on time and that kind of thing, then it's going to snowball effect and hit your
Yeah.
credit. So we just need to educate. And that's my key thing, is when I'm helping my clients, is I hope that while I'm working with them on their actual financial portfolio, if you will,
Mhm.
that I'm also educating them along the way.
Got you. Got you. So what are some of the services that you do offer with Behold Financial?
Okay, great. So we offer credit score improvement, where we take a look at your credit files and we look at any items that are negative, that are not verifiable and not timely, that could be potentially pulling the scores down. So we look at that and we begin to strategize on how we can tackle those. And then also we look at ways we can add positive credit lines, if you will, to your credit report, that will also kind of show like, hey, you were bad at this, but if we add positive and we pay it on time, we keep it under the utilization, the 30% or less, then it kind of shows like, okay, I kind of learned my lesson and I'm doing better than what I was. So we offer that. We also offer creating a budget, We also look at debt elimination. We look at debt consolidation. And then I also help people navigate through the programs that are already out there for this, like student.gov or student aid, those kinds of things. There are programs out there that are already established. So we help our clients navigate through that stuff so that they can, get what's due to them as far as maybe getting into an income driven plan, consolidating, getting their student loans out of collections, that kind of stuff.
Okay. So how does one sign up for your services?
So they can either go to my website, which is beholefinancial.com, and there's a link there where they can schedule, or they can reach out to me and call me at 614 2 or 379 2636. 614 379 2636. It's kind of funny because I don't call myself. So
I get it. Sometimes you gotta look back at the number. I get it. I I do the same thing. I
yeah.
completely understand.
So,
So
and then I'm on all the Facebook platforms. I mean, wherever I'm here.
you hear so Kelly, like where do you see yourself 5 years from now?
5 years from now, well, ultimately, my goal is to help as many clients as I can get out of the credit hole in order to be whole. So my goal is, 100 clients, 300, 500, 1,000. But then down the line, what I aspire to do, and keep this in prayer, all of you listening, I aspire to have a condominium community where, as we help you navigate through your finances and then your credit, and then if you need a home and you're interested in a condo, then we're able to help you lead into like a
Oh
condominium.
wow.
And so that's like my ultimate goal. And I want it to be kind of like resort style where you have like a swim up pool and a lot of flowers. And I mean, just
Okay, Kelly. I'm with that dream.
I'm a
Oh, I'll
dreamer.
claim that for you.
Hey, thank
Yeah.
you. So that's the ultimate goal.
I love it. I love it. So,
Yeah.
before we let you go, Kelly, what's a piece of advice that you will offer a new up and coming entrepreneur just getting started? I know, you've learned some things on your journey being your own boss and having your own business. So
Mhm.
what's a couple of pieces of advice you'll give the next person?
So my first advice is be willing to listen, and because it is challenging and difficult, but if you truly have the vision and the goal, don't quit, because there are days when it can be rough
Yeah.
and you just want to quit, but the tide will turn and then you'll start seeing the positive. But one of the main things that I encourage everybody to do, whatever your entrepreneur aspiration is to get coaches. And one coach can't do it all. You might have to have a financial coach. You might have to have a marketing coach. You might have to have a business development coach. I just encourage you to get coaches that know what they're doing and interview them. Don't let them just say they know what they're doing
Yeah.
and you interview them, because I hate to admit it that we all think we know what we're doing, but do we
Right.
really, do we really know what we're doing? And so interview them just like you're doing a job interview, as you would go out there into, the marketplace. Interview
Mhm.
those people that you want to help you with your business, because we can't do it by ourselves. We
That's
have
true.
to have help. And so get the proper help, get the proper guidance and direction. And that's kind of like basically my number one advice for entrepreneurs.
I love it. So once again, Kelly, let everyone know how they can follow you on your social media.
Okay, so you can follow me I have my own Facebook group called Credit Score Improvement. You can also follow me on Whole Financial Enterprise. You can also follow me just on Kelly Armstrong. And then I'm on Instagram, I'm on LinkedIn. And then it's Kelly at beholeent.com is my email. And then my website is beholefinancial.com.
All right, y'all heard it here on Total Entertainment Radio. Make sure y'all go and check Kelly out. Make sure y'all get your credit right. Get a budget if you know you spending. You don't need that Chanel bag. You don't need those red bottoms. You got enough of them. It's time to get your credit in order. Y'all know we need to be more financially literate and we need to educate ourselves on our finances. So make sure y'all hit up Kelly Armstrong. Kelly, it was a pleasure speaking with you today. And I wish you much, much, much more success in your career and on your path and on your journey. I really, truly pray that your dream of your condo, your resort, comes to life. It comes to pass. I really do.
Thank
In the meantime, everybody, y'all make sure y'all continue to check out Total Entertainment Radio. Follow us on Facebook at Total Entertainment Radio. Um, Listen to the station. Go to www.totaleNtradio.com and listen to the radio station. Hit the TR radio button to listen to Total Entertainment Radio. If you feel like getting your praise on, you can go ahead and click on Total Praise Radio, our all Christian, all gospel radio station as well. We did create our new Instagram. Kelly, people try to stop us. Somebody called themselves trying to hack us.
you.
But you
Hmm.
know what, Kelly? We came back.
Yes, you
Okay.
bet.
So we are back on Instagram. So y'all make sure y'all follow
Awesome.
us at the Total Entertainment Experience on Facebook. It ain't too much on there now, y'all, because we building it back up. But I promise you, we won't disappoint. In the meantime, I am your host, Miss Kayla, and that's all I got for you today. We are signing out.
Yeah.
Peace.